Winter is over, and now we are moving into the new era. I have the game set up, and we are going to start with drawing my hand. I get 4 out of the 6 cards. Post office, rubble, rehabilitation center, production manager, docks, and old settlement. We have the docks. That's pretty good. Old settlements. We get the rubble. And I think we're going to go production manager. These 2 get discarded. All right, for the lookout phase, Borgo. This is turn 1, so Borgo is going to get 1 worker. I am the first player, so we get 3 cards. I get my choice. Foundation, the clay pit, or the skull. I think we're going to take the foundation. And Borgo builds the skull. Second draft. Borgo gets to build one of these 3. And he's going to build the oil field with it, which is an action. I can build bioweaponry or the wrecked tank. I think we're going to go with the wrecked tank. Production. Borgo gets no production, so I get my 3 workers. A gray contact token and 2 cards. And we begin. Well, we're going to spend 2 workers, and we are going to get the merchants. Borgo attacks. So he spends a worker. I have no locations, so he gets 1 victory point. I'm going to spend a gray token to build the docks, which is going to give me a gear. All right, Borgo's turn. Borgo's going to do his expansion action. First thing he does is use my open production, which gives him a worker. And then since we're playing New Era, he is also going to add a token to his highest distance location. If they're tied, he goes actions first, and then this gets discarded. I get a worker. We're going to spend the merchants to get 2 blue tokens. Borgo does a standard action, so he's going to take the punks and gain 2 victory points. We're going to spend these 2 blue tokens to make a deal for an ammo. Borgo attacks. Borgo's attacking a star or a gun. I have none of those, so he gets 1 victory point. I'm going to spend the ammo as a fuel to gain 2 blue tokens. Borgo is attacking. Oh, he has no workers, so he passes. He will become the first player next turn. We're going to spend 2 blue tokens to make a deal for a victory point. And we're going to spend our 2 workers to get a card. Cleanup. This is turn 2. Borgo gets 2 brawlers. And right now he's a few points ahead of me. And then we go flip these over. We have the punks and the merchants. Go to production. I get an ammo, a victory point. 3 workers. A gray token. 2 cards. And a gear. Borgo is the first player. Borgo is going to attack right off the bat, so he discards a brawler. He's attacking a fuel, gains 1 point. I'm going to spend 2 workers to take the merchants. Borgo is going to do his expansion action. He uses my open production, gains a brawler. I gain a worker. And then he adds a defensive token to his furthest distance. We do not remove his defensive tokens during the cleanup. We are going to spend our gray token to get the huge machinery out. Borgo is attacking. Oh! He discards a worker. He destroys either the docks or the huge machinery. They are equal distance, so he chooses the unused action first, unfortunately. I gain a gear. He gains 2 victory points. Continuing on, it's my turn. We'll spend a gear to get 2 contact tokens. Borgo attacks, spends a worker. He's attacking a gun or an arrow. I have none of those, so he gains a victory point. We're going to spend merchants for 2 blue contact tokens. Borgo's going to build. He builds an open production. I'm going to spend 2 blue contact tokens to make a deal for a brick. Borgo takes a standard action, but he can't, so he passes. I become the first player. Alright, we're going to try to catch up on victory points here. We're going to spend 2 gray tokens to build the church, which gives me a building bonus of 2 victory points. We're going to use the brick to develop that into another church, which is going to give me a total of 3 victory points, 1 for the redevelopment and 2 for the building bonus. We're going to take 2 workers and get the punks. Well, I could spend this as a fuel to get 2 blue tokens. And we'll use those 2 blue tokens to make a deal for a worker. And unfortunately, he destroyed my heavy machinery, so we're going to pass. Cleanup. This is turn 3. We got the thugs, and we have the merchants. And we go to production, or lookout. I'm the first player, so I will get my choice of these 3. Shipwreck, Pete's office, or quarry. I think we're going to go with shipwreck. Borgo's going to build Pete's office, which is a feature. Borgo goes first. Borgo's go build an action, which is a fixer. And I get my choice between the crossroads and the wrecked tank. I think we're going to go with the wrecked tank. Production. I get a worker and a brick. a gray token, 2 cards, and a gear. And I'm the first player. Okay, we are going to send 2 workers to get the thugs. Borgo is going to attack. Borgo attacks an arrow or a gun. I have neither. That costs him a worker. He gains 1 victory point. I'm going to spend the thugs and a gun to get 3 red tokens. Borgo. Borgo is going to take a standard action, which is going to give him 2 victory points for that. All right. I'm going to spend the punks to get 2 red tokens. Borgo is going to take a standard action. There are no more connection cards, so he gains a point. I am going to spend 4 to raise his pizza office. So that's going to give me 2 victory points in a card. Borgo is going to take a standard action. I'm going to spend a gear for 2 contact tokens. Borgo is going to attack. He has no workers, so Borgo passes. I'm going to spend 2 tokens to build a wrecked tank, which is going to get me 3 victory points. We're going to spend 1 gray token to build the corner shop. We're going to spend a brick to change a corner shop into a hideout. That gives me 1 victory point for the development. We're going to use a red token to raise the foundation, which is going to give me 2 gray tokens. We're going to use those 2 gray tokens to build the shipwreck. We're going to spend 2 workers to get a card. And we go to turn 4. Okay, he gets 4 brawlers. Those are turned up. We go to the lookout. Borgo's the first player. Borgo builds the pickers. I'm going to take the expedition camp. My choice first. We'll take the archive. He builds a post office. Production phase. I get a worker. I get a brick. A gray contact token. 2 cards. And the gear. Borgo's turn. Borgo is going to do a build action. He builds Mesmerizing Dwelling. It's a feature. He'll spend 2 to take the thugs. Borgo does the expansion action. So he uses my open production, which gives me a worker and him a brawler. And then we're doing new era, so he gets to place this on his furthest distant outpost. So post office is now protected. I'm going to spend the contact token to build the huge machinery. Borgo does a standard action, so he takes this and earns 2 victory points. I'm going to spend a worker and a gear to gain 3 contact tokens. Borgo, standard action. Spends a worker, gains a victory point. We're going to spend 2 contact tokens for the expedition camp, which is going to give me a gun and an ammo. Borgo is going to do a standard action. I'm going to spend a worker and a gear to get 2 victory points. Borgo does a standard action. I am going to use my hideout to get rid of 2 of my deals for 2 victory points. Borgo does a standard action. Okay, we're going to spend a brick to develop my shipwreck into the archive. It gives me a victory point for the development. Borgo is going to do a standard action. I'm going to spend the gun and the thugs to gain 3 attack tokens. Borgo does a standard action, but he has no more workers, so Borgo has passed. 2 red contact tokens to raise the armored car, which is going to give me 2 red contact tokens and a victory point. We're going to spend 2 red contact tokens to raise the slave hunters, which gives me 2 workers and a card. We are going to use a brick to convert a wrecked tank into a wrecked tank. So that's going to give me 1 victory point for the development, and then 3 victory points for the wrecked tank. I'll spend 2 workers to get 2 victory points and pass. Final scoring. I have 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 35. Borgo has 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 27. Definite victory for University. Thank you for watching. I hear the conductor. That means it's time to go. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and a comment. Until next time, have fun trading.